sadness, and grief. 11. Physical strength progressively diminishes. 12. Beauty changes. 13. The drunkard no longer respects his father. 14. He does not respect his mother. 15. He does not respect monastics. 16. He does not respect brahmanas. 17. He does not respect his uncles or old people. Why? Because, in his grief and the troubles of drunkenness, he no longer makes distinctions. 18. He no longer venerates the Buddha. 19. He no longer respects the Dharma. 20. He no longer respects the community. 21. He mixes in the intrigues of evil people. 22. He distances himself from beauty and wholesomeness. 23. He becomes an immoral person. 24. He has neither shame nor embarrassment. 25. He does not guard his six sense organs. 26. He lets himself go and neglects himself. 27. People hate him. They are not pleased to see him. 28. He is rejected by serious people, his relatives, and his friends. 29. He cultivates bad dharmas. 30. He abandons good dharmas. 31. He does not enjoy the trust of intelligent and learned people. Why? Because of the lapses due to wine. 32. He is far from nirvana. 33. He plants the causes and conditions for madness. 34. At the destruction of the body at the end of his life, he falls into the bad destinies, into hell. 35. If he succeeds in being reborn as a man, he will always be mad. These are the various faults of drink. This is why one should not drink. Some stanzas say, wine wastes the intellect, beauty is changed and is ruined, the mind is agitated and disturbed, shame is diminished. Wine ruins memory and excites anger, it ruins joy and breaks up families. What is called drinking really is taking the poison of death. One is worried when one should not be worried, then one laughs when one should not laugh, one cries when one should not cry. One strikes when one should not strike. One speaks when one should not speak, one is no different from a madman. Wine removes all good qualities. The person who has self-respect does not drink. Second part. The morality of pledge. I. Morality of the lay person or avadatavasana. 1. The fivefold discipline of the upasaka. 1. The pancasila. Abstention from the 5 sins, murder, theft, illicit sex, use of intoxicating drinks, constitutes excellent physical discipline. Abstention from falsehood constitutes the excellent discipline of speech. The whole thing is called discipline of fivefold morality, characteristic of the lay practitioner. Question. If the eightfold discipkine and the means of pure livelihood constitute morality, why is not the upasaka, in his discipline of speech, not subject to the threefold discipline which forbids slander, harmful speech, and thoughtless speech, cf. p. 771 f, and is not subject to the means of pure livelihood? Answer. 1. Lay people residing at home who enjoy worldly pleasures and at the same time cultivate fully both wealth and virtue are unable to practice the laws of morality completely. This is why the Buddha has them observe only 5 precepts. 2. Moreover, of the 4 sins of speech, lying, slander, harmful speech and frivolous speech, lying is the most serious. 3. Moreover, lying is always cultivated by the wicked intention from which it originated. The other sins of speech, sometimes are refined, sometimes not refined. 4. Moreover, it is enough to list falsehood to include the very fact of the other sins of speech. 5. Moreover, of the good dharmas, truth takes first place. Speaking true words is observing entirely the 4 kinds of right speech. 6. Finally, lay persons avadatavasana living in the world are officially called to busy themselves with family affairs and to give commands. This is why it is hard for them to observe the rule forbidding the speaking of harmful speech. But lying, a serious fault due to its refinement, should never be committed. 2. 5 kinds of upasaka. There are 5 ways of taking these 5 precepts, which makes 5 kinds of upasakas. 1. Upasaka of a single practice. 2. Upasaka of limited practice. 3. Upasaka of developed practice. 4. Upasaka of complete practice. 5. Upasaka who has renounced sexual activity. 1. The aikadasakaran takes only one of the 5 precepts and does not pledge to observe the other 4. 2. The pratisakaran takes either 2 or 3 precepts. 3. The yathawayaskaran takes 4 precepts. 4. The parapunakaran takes all 5 precepts. 5. The samakinaraga is the person who, having taken the 5 precepts, makes the following oath in the presence of the teacher. I will not have sexual relations with my own wife. These are the 5 precepts. 3. The reward of the upasaka. Some stanzas say, not killing, not stealing, abstaining from forbidden sex, telling the truth, not drinking wine. Living correctly constitutes the pure mind. The person who practices these in both lifetimes escapes from sadness and fear. The merit of morality becomes attached to him, he is always accompanied by gods and men. In the world 6 seasons are necessary for flowers to develop their bright colors. But one has these annual flowers in one single day in heaven. The heavenly tree spontaneously produces flowers, garlands and necklaces. The red flowers are like the brightness of a torch, all the colors are intermingled in them. There are heavenly garments in immense quantities. Their colors appear in every hue. Their cool whiteness provides shade from the sun, they are light and their texture is unbroken. Their gold threads make embroidery pale, their decoration is like vapor. These wondrous garments all come from the heavenly tree. Brilliant pearls, earrings, precious rings to ornament the hands and feet at will, all these desirable things are given by the heavenly tree.